Angelina Jolie is arguably one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, but the Academy Award winner and mother of two is also a big-time humanitarian. At the moment, she has her sights set on global poverty. She's raising awareness with a new MTV documentary about a trip she took through Kenya with Dr.Saches of the UN Millennium Project. I had a chance to speak with them about that very trip.
I've never seen people piled in a bed. Somebody comes in with malaria, they're put in a bed with someone with tuberculosis.
You could leave the hospital sicker than you came in. I would be scared to death if my child was in that hospital.
A dramatic journey to Africa, a road trip through Kenya, by one of the most famous actresses in the world. It's Angelina Jolie's video notebook chronicling the struggles of some of the poorest people in the world. Angelina told me she can't understand why people even have to live like this in the first place.
We can accomplish things. We understand this, and there are people that have a lot and people that have nothing.
Jolie came to Showbiz Tonight to talk about MTV's new documentary, The Diary of Angelina Jolie and Dr.Saches in Africa. It takes a look at one village's efforts to end poverty, hunger, and disease.
I traveled to Africa with Dr. Saches, the world's leading expert on extreme poverty, to explore how we can solve inconceivable problems with very simple interventions.
As a mother of two adopted children, Jolie encountered moving stories, heartbreaking accounts from mothers with virtually nothing who struggle to feed their children.
Monica is one of the poorest people in this village.
Up to the time that we came in, she didn't know what she's going to cook. So she was just going to sit and think and trust in God to give her something to eat with the children for supper.
One thing I found really very moving, I know you're a mom, you went into a woman's hut and she basically said that she asked God for dinner. I really wasn't expecting, you don't know, you certainly see poverty, you see hunger, but we were asking such a kind of simple question because we thought, well, we're here with the camera crew and we'll say to her, oh, could we see how you're going to prepare dinner? You know, because would it be okay if you show us how you're going to prepare dinner? Hey, could you describe how you're going to prepare dinner? And she said, well, I'm going to sit and I'm going to think about it and I'm going to pray about it. And it took us a while to realize what she was talking about. You can't afford not to just find these solutions, and we're so capable, and we have so much these days that's you know, a mom having all of her children and having nothing to give them.
If my kid was hungry or asked me for food, to not have anything to give my children for dinner, I can't imagine how horrible that feeling would be as a parent.
Jolie tells us she was astounded that so little could go such a long way. Here in the village of Sori in western Kenya, simple $7 mosquito netting dramatically lowered the malaria rate.
When the whole village uses these bed nets, it's been shown time and again, the malaria drops tremendously.
Angelina tells us she donates a third of what she makes to battle poverty. But as much as she wants to help, there's only so much she can do.
Frustration, and for me, it's anger that I just don't get, you know, why it can't be done. I know it can be done. I know if the right people were in the right positions and then just had a clear, you know, worked with and listened to each other and made some bold decisions, it could absolutely be done.
Is there ever a part of you that says, I might just become a humanitarian full-time?
Part of me would love to, but the reality is, it's, you know, the reason I can have people watching right now is because I keep my foot in both doors.
Angelina Jolie has donated $3 million to the United Nations since becoming a Goodwill Ambassador in 2001. Her special, The Diary of Angelina Jolie and Dr.Saches in Africa, airs tonight on MTV.